just left my PT, and pretty much I have some goals at this point, but it's pretty much the same exercises I've been doing, with one minor modification, is that he did want me originally doing 3 days a week, and I misunderstood, or it wasn't clear in the last PT session with him, that I should do 1 a day, not 2 a day, and I've been doing 2 a day, which is why my knee is all friggin' puffy like nobody's business. It's all swollen from the overwork that it's been getting. But, you know, it's necessary work that needed to happen anyways. It's just, now I can back off a little bit. But, not really. Because now I'm doing not 3 days a week, now he wants me doing 5 days a week with 2 days off. And off, in this case, is not, so that we're absolutely crystal clear, off is not a complete day off, where I don't do anything. No, I actually have to do the other exercises that I've been doing that I showed you to begin with. And I'll show you what those were in case you're not clear. So that is my goal. So 5 days a week, and doing a whole bunch of reps in the what? There's no parking spot. Well, there's a parking spot there, but it's too small. So, right now I'm gonna go get some shopping done because I have nothing to eat for dinner. I needed a small change of scenery. The van, the spot I'm in, back and forth to the grocery store. I need a little change of scenery. So I'm back in the forest, and now we're going down a steep grade, or at least that's the hope, and then come back up that same steep grade. It's not supposed to be a resistance base, but I want to try it at least once. I need to tire this knee out, or tire out the muscles around the knee. I know, you were sick and tired of hearing about this shit. If you're sick and tired of hearing about it, imagine living it. Not exactly a barrel of fun. Well, I'll say this much for the steep grade. Going down was actually the strenuous part. Going up, that's the easy part. What the fuck? So, a couple of things about my week or so at Planet Fitness. One is that $10 a month is a fucking steal, which basically translates to 33 cents a day for me to go take a shower. A hot shower as long as I want. Plus, I get to work out. Way cool. Two is that what I thought my limits aren't, and what my limits aren't. I'll explain. So on a day like today, which is, I'm supposed to do 5 days of PT a week plus 2 days off, and those 5 days are resistance training. So on a day like today, I still have to do my regular PT minus the resistance stuff, hence the reason I'm here and not at Planet Fitness. So on a day like today, when I usually finish up my walk, I usually I walk to the sign and I walk back. What I realized at Planet Fitness was that I can actually walk for half a mile on this knee in the compressed state that it's in, and it's really cool. I thought that, you know, if I went further than that, which is the last time that I did this, it was painful. And now that I've been doing what I've been doing, it's not as painful anymore. So I can walk for about a half a mile. It's still painful. I'm still having to hobble a little bit, but it's not as painful. There's nerve pain across the patella, but the tendons and the muscles around that are all pretty good, actually. Third thing I learned is that when my body is done, it's done. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's like, okay, we're done, and that's it. You're cut off. And I literally have to sit there and wait for a half an hour before my body recovers to the point where I can actually do something. Usually by the time I'm finished with my workout, my PT, I have to sit there for like an hour and a half because my knee is just so swollen at that point. It's like a full-on softball at that point. It's so big, and it's not painful. It's just very swollen. Oy. So that's what I got going on. The whole reason I'm telling you this stuff is because of a podcast and an understanding that I've had for a very long time. And the podcast is called Hidden Brain. I'll put a link to it down below in the description if you're interested. But the long story short of the podcast is that what we think or believe to be true is true. Now, this is something that I've known for a very, very long time. And without getting into the metaphysics of it, there's actual physical documented, evidence of this, that what you think or believe is what will come true. And the reason why this is relevant to the Hidden Brain podcast is because they're talking about brain-body healing. And in that podcast, we talk about what's discussed is the placebo effect and how that effect actually has a measurable, quantifiable effect on your body's ability, or your brain's ability to heal your own body. And the reason why this is relevant is because in that podcast, something that's left out of the podcast is the language that's used to describe the healing effect. And it's something that is incredibly important as far as I'm concerned. Now, I've known for a long time that words have power. Words have the meaning of those words, and more importantly, the belief behind and the understanding behind those words is incredibly powerful. I'll explain what I mean. So, if I say to you, I'm going to give you 3 sentences, and as far as you're concerned, all 3 of those sentences mean exactly the same thing. However, they don't, and I'll explain why. So the first one is, I'm getting better. Okay. Second one is, I am better. The third one is, I am healed. So basically, all 3 of those things, if you say that to somebody, they're going to say, they all mean the same thing. They don't. The first one has way too much variability in it. What do I mean by that? I am getting better leaves open for the possibility of you falling backwards or you not getting any better. It has the possibility of failure built right into it. So when you say, I am getting better, means that you could get better, but you might not get better. You see where I'm going with this? So the second one is, I am better. Again, it's a smaller window of possibility, but you're still leaving open for the possibility of going backwards. And the reason why is, I am better than what? Make sense? Now the last one. There's no hiccup in this one. I am healed. The language that you use to describe that, the words that you use have enormous power. So if I sit there and I say to myself, I am getting better, I could be like 6 months from now before I get better. If I say to myself on a regular daily basis, which is what I've started doing, I am healed, I have to believe those words. I have to believe those words. I am healed. I literally have to trick myself into believing that it is true. And it's not just, I'm mouthing the words of, I'm healed, I'm healed, I'm healed. No, when I intone those words, and I have to say it out loud, I can't say it in my brain. I have to say it out loud. I am healed. I have to believe those words. And know that they're true. And the moment that happens, magically my body says, oh yeah, you're healed. Yeah, stop doing that. Guess what? I'm not healed yet. But since I started doing that, and now that I've taken it back, since I started doing that, things have gotten a little easier. There you go. Alrighty, kiddies, that's what I got going on today. Thanks a bunch for listening. Thank you very much for your donations. Thank you very much for your patronage. It's been a wild ride. Hopefully I will get out of here soon and then get back on the road. Alrighty, kiddies, thanks a bunch for listening. Look forward to seeing you in the next weekly, daily Miles. Bye.